half. Curry hit 7 out of 15 from the field, including 4 out of 9 from deep. Golden State's record now stands at 6 wins and 1 loss despite Curry's brief absence. Some bad luck, though, for the Los Angeles Lakers. Sorry, Lake Show fans. They lost to the Detroit Pistons 115-103. The Pistons leaned on Jaden Ivey's 26 points and Cade Cunningham's triple-double of 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists. To make matters worse for the Lake Show, Anthony Davis aggravated an off-season foot injury with less than 5 minutes to go in a ball game. AD planted his foot hard after making a basket, then started running gingerly and was holding on to his heel a couple of plays later. The Brow, who scored 37 points, did finish the game though. Davis has a history of injuries, including, although he played a career-high 76 games last season. Full slate for the NBA. Cheska with 13 more games on tap.
That is right, 13, Andre. Let's take a look at the scores. Starting off with the Cleveland Cavaliers, who stretched their undefeated streak to 8 games. The Cavs took down the struggling Milwaukee Bucks anew, 116-114. The Boston Celtics also came in hot with a 123-93 blowout of the Atlanta Hawks. The Brooklyn Nets got the better of the Memphis Grizzlies, 106-104. While Domantas Sabonis delivered the game winner for the Sacramento Kings as they beat the Miami Heat 111-110. The Utah Jazz finally get to the win column after overcoming the Chicago Bulls 135-126, while the Houston Rockets held on to a 109-97.
Hornets 114-93. The OKC Thunder topping the Orlando Magic 102-86, while the Portland Trailblazers got a 118-110 dub on the New Orleans Pelicans. The Indiana Pacers also got a huge win over Luka and the Dallas Mavericks 134-127, but close calls for Denver and Phoenix, with the Nuggets beating the Toronto Raptors 121-119 and the Suns edging out the Philadelphia 76ers 118-116. And finally, the LA Clippers take down Wemby and the San Antonio Spurs 113-104. Well, the Spurs did have to play without their head coach, Gregg Popovich. Pop won't call the shots for San Antonio for the time being because of an undisclosed illness. Mitch Robinson will serve as interim coach while the 75-year-old tactician recovers. Coach Pop is in his 29th season with San Antonio. Coach Pop is the winningest coach in the NBA with almost 1,400 victories in the regular season and another 170 wins in the playoffs. He's also led the Spurs to 5 NBA titles.
I know we're all wishing for the best for Coach Pop. In volleyball, star players in limbo with only 4 days to go before a new PVL conference begins. Phil-Am setter Alohi Robbins-Hardy is ineligible to suit up for the Farm Fresh Foxies. PVL Commissioner Sherwin Malonzo clarifies that Robbins-Hardy must first enter the league's draft, a rule established to ensure equal opportunities for teams to recruit talent. The prized playmaker had already played for 2 Filipino clubs before, including the Signal HD Spikers, but it was in the now-defunct Philippine Superliga. To join the PVL draft, Robbins-Hardy would also have to secure a Philippine passport, a requirement for eligibility. As for Ea Laure and the Cherry Tigo crossovers, well, team manager Aaron Velez said they have yet to reach a definite agreement. Earlier reports claimed Laure terminated her contract with the crossovers before its actual expiry date. Velez called the split unfortunate, but expressed hope for a resolution. Laure last played in the 2024 PVL All-Filipino Conference. She missed the reinforced conference due to commitments with Alas Pilipinas women. The PVL also plans to end player transfers and swaps between sister teams following the 2024-25 All-Filipino Conference. Commissioner Malonzo proposed a so-called showcase period where players with expired contracts cannot immediately join a sister team. This allows other teams to make offers first. The PVL planned to put this rule in place during the off-season, but discussions were delayed. Recent swaps, such as Bea de Leon and Denden Lazaro Revilia's move to Creamline and the Akari Next-led trade, have prompted the league to advance the rule change. The PVL aims to finalize the showcase period by year end. Crucial game in the PBA Governors Cup Finals tomorrow. We'll take a closer look at the championship series between Ginebra and TNT together with the one and only Coach Yang Giao. Play-by-play will be right back.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play, only on One News. An all-important 3-2 series lead up for grabs tomorrow as the PBA Governors Cup Finals resumes. It's Game 5 between Barangay Ginebra San Miguel and the TNT Tropang Giga at the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum. That game will be at 7:30 p.m. Ginebra has fought back from being down 0-2 in the series, pulling even with TNT after winning Game 4 Sunday. Ginebra's ball movement was clicking in that match, resulting in 23 team assists, 6 more than TNT's. The Gin Kings also dominated the boards 32-27. That helped them get a 15-4 advantage in second chance points. And lastly, Ginebra's bench also went to work and outdid their TNT counterparts 24 points to 17. And here's what Coach Tim Cohn and breakout player Stephen Holt had to say after the game.
This is the finals. It's going to be a tough go offensively, always in the finals. It's never, everybody wants to win so badly that it's never just about making shots. It's always about how much guys are going to defend and rebound and hustle, and that's what we've been able to do these last 2 games. In terms of our offense, we just kept making big shots when we needed to. And we've been doing that pretty much all conference long. It just seems like when a team's starting to make a run at it, somebody hits a big shot. Stephen was tonight. Stephen was the one making those big shots. Maverick hit that big 4. Justin had one. So we've been fortunate that we've been hitting the big shots when they count over this tonight anyway.
Yeah, at the end of the day, just my competitive spirit. I know at the end of the day, I just got to continue to show leadership. Continue to lead my guys on the defensive end, Don't get discouraged when Ronde hits a tough shot. Obviously, he started the game hot, hitting some threes. We can never put our heads down at all. I think that's the biggest thing about this group is just our resilience and our commitment to trying to get back to how we want to play. It started game 3, got the win, translated again, game 4, got the win. So we just got to continue to stay greedy and stay humble and stay hungry.
And joining us right now for a breakdown of the PBA Governors Cup Finals is the one and only Coach Yeng Giao. Coach Yeng, welcome to the show. Second day, maraming salamat. Welcome to Play by Play.
Thank you,
Coach.
Andre. Thank you, Cheska.
Maraming salamat. Tinawagan ko kanina in the middle of practice.
Ang bilis ko.
Maraming salamat, Coach Yeng. I know you're very, very busy. Eto na, Coach Yeng. Ganda nung simula ng TNT, 0-2 ang Ginebra. Some fans were nawawalan na ng pag-asa, pero naitabla.
Yes.
After that big win, in Game 4 ng Sunday, 2-2 na. Your thoughts first, Coach. How would you describe this ongoing battle between TNT and Barangay Ginebra?
Well, you know, I don't know if you're going to ask me to pick a winner in this.
I will,
in this
later.
year.
We will.
In a bit.
That's
We'll
a
get there.
really difficult one to answer. No? But from the beginning, I thought this was going to be Game 6 or Game 7. It's going to be a long series, so our basketball fans are going to have a great series. They'll enjoy the whole thing. But nakita ko rito, no, yung Ginebra. I thought they were gunners, no, after the 0-2 start.
Yeah.
No? And for you to beat TNT twice in a row and probably 3 times in a row, pinapangarap namin yun dahil nakalaban namin yung TNT, no? We also got down 0-2. We were hoping kaya natin yan, no? Matu 2-0 din natin para magtabla. But we couldn't do it. But Ginebra can do it.
Against the TNT
Against
stifling
TNT.
defense.
Exactly, and certainly they can also win Game 5. But it's really hard to beat TNT 3 times in a row. Yun naman ang the other, if you flip the coin. No? Ginebra starting to make their 3-point shots. Ginebra before the semifinals was the best 3-point shooting team, but in Game 1 and in Game 2, wala yung 3-point shooting.
Correct.
And it's always an advantage if your imports playing well. And Game 4, Justin Brownlee showed up.
Yes.
So, ang laking bagay nun. Even after RHJ being declared the best import. Baka gusto niyang i-prove na best import ka
Chip
nga.
on his
Pero
shoulder.
ako, best import din ako dati.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mananalo kami ngayon.
Correct.
So that's really the battle here. And it's great for the fans. It's great for basketball. Sayang lang, hindi kami nakakarating ng finals. Pero malapit na rin siguro
Malapit
kami.
na, malapit na.
But you're here with us.
Yes. So it's like being in the finals actually. no?
Kung nasa finals ka, wala ka dito ngayon. Yun naman.
Pero masarap na panoorin. Kaya yung mga
Yes,
basketball fans natin, panoorin nyo itong series na to. I think it's gonna go all the way to Game 7. So, we have a few more games to enjoy.
Yes, and we saw how Ginebra came back from that 0-2. We know that Coach Tim, master tactician as well, and Coach, I mean, both teams obviously would not have reached the finals without, performing their best. But what changed for Barangay Ginebra for them to be able to go back-to-back and turn this series into basically a best of 3?
I don't know really what Coach Tim Cone did, but I feel na yung fatigue factors really showing in terms of baka pagod na rin si RSJ. RSJ, even in our series, was playing around 45-46 minutes per game at a high level. No? Iba klase yung motor talaga ni RSJ. But he's still human. No? So I think the break, the 2-day break from Sunday to Wednesday is gonna do him well, and he's probably gonna be fresher. So sa akin kasi, whoever stays fresh for Game 5, Game 6, and Game 7, that means you're going to have to use a little bit of your bench, be able to manage their minutes and manage the load. Palagay ko, yun ang may advantage in the end.
Coach, nabanggit mo nga, Justin Brownlee showed up, they won. Stephen Holt also doing a
Stephen Holt, grabe.
fantastic job guarding si Ronde Hollis Jefferson on the defensive end, and then a breakout offensively in Game 4. Also big shots from Maverick Ahanmisi.
Yes.
And then sa TNT naman, Oftana also delivering in that loss. Pero yung adjustments, ano yung nakikita mo heading into Game 5? And who do you see will possibly have a good game on either side?
Yun nga, sabi ko kanina, it's really hard to beat TNT 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So I feel Game 5 just a little bit on TNT side. If you see your team lose twice in a row, you're gonna see the adjustments, no? From the coaching standpoint. Makikita mo that those are gonna be clearer when you're able to review the tapes and go through what happened. So, tingin ko si Coach Chot, kasi si Coach Tim after losing twice, they had the better adjustment. Now after losing twice naman,
Coach
si
Chot
Coach
naman
Chot,
mag-a-adjust.
I think he's going to have the better
Yes,
adjustment.
yes.
No, you have twice already seen
Yeah.
the defects probably in a game plan or what you're doing. So mas mag-a-adjust yun. So slightly siguro sa Game 5, but I think this is going to TNT, but I think this is going to go all the way through Game 7.
Wow. Well, you already mentioned Justin, Ronde, and of course Holt came up as well. But who are the players to watch out for, the X factors on both sides?
To me, I'm waiting for a breakout game from RJ Barrientos.
Pati mga fans, inaantay din si
pa rin
RJ.
ako doon sa batang yun. I think he can play at this level and show what he can really do. Stephen Holt, hindi na siya hindi na siya bago rito. He's really not new to situations like this. He's played all over the world.
Yes, yeah.
So I think what he did the last game, he can do again. Play both ends, no, scoring and then
Guarding
defending
RSJ.
RSJ. While he's defending RSJ, that also gives Justin Brownlee yung slack, no, to be able to play offense and then guard RSJ at the crucial part of the game.
Correct.
Pwede mo nang pagtapatin yung import mo pagdating ng fourth quarter on the end game. And that's what really the advantage that Stephen Holt gives his team.
TNT, Coach.
TNT, Calvin Oftana, of course. Ang ganda ng nilaro ni Ray ng Batak nung game 1 no? Tapos medyo nagfe-fade siya. So I think he's going to be crucial.
Yes.
Also, they need his scoring. They need him to be a threat from 3 points. Of course, si Roger Pogoy, no, he's always been consistent with his 3-point shot. He gives RHJ that option to kick out.
Kick out.
Kasi ang lakas
On the
dumrive,
elbow.
no?
Yes,
Ang lakas dumrive ni RHJ, and his gravity is really great. He attracts a lot of the defense, and when he kicks to Oftana or to Roger Pogoy, they will get good looks for their 3-point shots.
Ito na, Coach. Sino mananalo? Game 5. Ito na. Lagyan na natin sa atin si Coach Yeng Giao. Sabi mo TNT. O sige. TNT, never.
Hindi, una no? Tingin ko Game 7 to.
Okay.
So whoever wins Game 5, they can still lose Game 6 and then Game 7. No? Slightly sa tingin ko, TNT, just because if you lose twice in a row, sabi ko nga, both of the coaches already did it, you're at the better point or a better position to make the adjustments.
So,
Alright, Game
Sabi
5.
niyo, Game 5, TNT.
TNT.
Pero baka ay never Game 6 and then
Slight
umabot
lang yan,
Game
ah.
7.
So
Slight
now
lang
we
yan,
have to have Coach Yang back here
Oh, babalik
after
ka
Game
dito.
6.
May kape ka ulit at sandwich.
Ayun.
Pagbalik mo.
Oh,
Promise.
dapat may pabaon ako pa
Oh,
uwi.
sige, sige. Maraming salamat.
Thank you,
One
Coach.
and only Raiders Head Coach Yeng Giao.
Thank
Thank you so
you,
much,
Andre,
Coach,
Jessica, thank
for
you.
joining us on our
Thanks,
second
Coach.
day here on Play-by-Play. 7-time PBA champion. Thank you, Coach Yeng.
From the PBA to the UAAP, where 6 games will tip off tomorrow at the Mall of Asia Arena. We're starting things off early with the juniors as the FEU Baby Tamaraos face De La Salle Zobel at 8 a.m. The Baby Tams are at second place in the standings with a 6-1 record, while La Salle is tied at third and fourth in the standings with 4 wins and 3 defeats. Women's basketball is on tap next. This time, the FEU Lady Tamaraos will go up against the DLSU Lady Archers. The Lady Tams will try to keep their Final Four hopes alive with a win against the struggling Lady Archers. That match starts at 10 a.m. Right after that, we have a rematch of last year's finals between the NU Lady Bulldogs and the defending champions, the UST Growling Tigresses. NU hopes to extend its undefeated run so far in season 87, while UST looks to avenge their first-round defeat. Two men's basketball games close out the day. The surging FEU Tamaraws take on the reigning champs and top-seeded DLSU Green Archers at 4 p.m. An upset for FEU will not only boost their confidence, but will push them into Final Four contention. Finally, the NU Bulldogs, fresh from their stunner over UP, will battle the USD Growling Tigers at 6 p.m. Crucial game for both teams who are looking to boost their chances at a Final Four spot. You can catch the games live on One Sports, the UAAP Varsity Channel, and Pilipinas Live. Retired tennis superstar Serena Williams is back on the court, but for a different reason this time around. Find out when Play-by-Play returns. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. The Spikers Turf Invitational Conference resumes tomorrow with matches at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig. The Savoj Spin Doctors will face a struggling Chichi Brotherhood Titans at 4 p.m. The Spin Doctors are aiming not only to extend their win streak to 4 games, but also for a share of the lead with the collegiate powerhouse DN Steel FEU. At 6 p.m., the PGJC Navy will try to get their 3rd win of the season against the 1-3 VNS Griffins. You can catch the Spikers Turf games live on One Sports Plus and on the Pilipinas Live app.
And tonight, we've got the Spikers Turf and the MPBL in tonight's highlight reel. Let's start in the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. It's Eco Oil LaSalle against Chichi Brotherhood Titans. Solid serve here from Vince Maglinaw that ends with a free ball and a gift for Uriel Mendoza, hammering it down. And LaSalle winning on to a sweep the Titans. Dominant fashion here, straight sets, 25-18, 25-6, 25-20. Still in the Spikers Turf, Rick Saavedra with the service ace here. FEU against VNS. And Saavedra had 16 points in FEU's 23-25, 23-25, 25-19, 25-20, and 15-10 reverse sweep. Meanwhile, how about the cross-court hit still in the Spikers Turf? Mark Talado drilling that sharp cross-court hit. Signal currently the second seed with 3-1 win-loss record. Now, let's go from the Spiker Surf to the MPBL. How about this? Up and under, now you see me, now you don't move. From Judel Fuentes, the Quezon Huskers against the Parañaque Patriots here in this game. Fuentes leading the Huskers with 27 points in this game. And how about this? The kick out, Isit to Jong Baloria for 3 plus the foul. 4-point play. Jong Baloria knocking down that 3 at the corner. Take a look at this. The late closeout from the defender Baloria with 14 points for the Batangas Rum Masters as they force a deciding Game 3 against the South Cotabato Warriors. And those are the highlights for today. Your favorite, Chess?
Why do you keep making me choose?
Every day.
Why? It's so hard to pick
No, but for
just
you,
one.
something that you...
You really need to stop making me choose because you know, I'm just gonna say all. Kaya nga umabot
No,
sa highlight.
I like all the plays, but that Jong Baloria one at the end to close out the game, that was just unbelievable. That corner, good pass from Isit to Baloria, 3 plus
Yes.
foul. I like that.
I like the now you see me, now you don't.
Oh, the up and under. Yep.
All right, before we go, it is never too early to start playing tennis. Take a look at baby Adira, who's already starting to follow the footsteps of her mom, the GOAT Serena Williams. In an Instagram post, Serena shared a video of herself and her 14-month-old daughter together on a tennis court. The tennis superstar also joked in her caption, "When's too early?" In the video, Adira picks up a tennis ball and looks up at her mom, who points to a basket filled with tennis balls and says, "Hey Adira, put it in here." Adira runs away from her mom, throwing the ball against the fence and walks over to a white bench. Williams laughingly said, "We turn on the camera, she don't want to do it."
Super cute. I just can only imagine, Chess.
I was gonna say-
Yeah, like these kids, so they're gonna be
Can
really
you
great
imagine
athletes.
growing up learning tennis from the one and only Serena Williams?
Grabe, no? Grabe. That's
Oh,
just a
my.
surreal moment. But what a show. Second episode, Chess. Thank you once again to Rain or Shine head coach Yeng Giao for joining us tonight. And that's all from us tonight. You can catch us again tomorrow at 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News. That's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Chas Calao. Thank you for watching.